Okay, are we live with mine? Wait, are we live, Kyrat, with mine? We are? Oh, hi, everybody. Wow, that was a quick transition. You might want to change the game name on Twitch, though, to Splatoon. Okay, Daddy. Okay, 1 second. I didn't think it was be this quick of a transition. I need to quickly tweet out the stream real quick. Hey, you want 40 more viewers again? Then yeah, I'm gonna do it. That'd be amazing. So let me tweet it out. Let me be the good speedrunner I am. So, hi everybody. What's up? I'm King J. This is Splatoon. Well, because this is a different VOD. Hi everybody. It is. So, like, what am I saying? Shut it. Oh, wait. Sorry, they could hear Kyrat for a second because my headphones were plugged in. Oops.
Oh.
There we go. Now they can hear you.
Oh.
Hi there.
Where did Lo go?
Lo left because he's done his run.
Oh. Okay. So I'm Kyrat.
I'm Joey. Hi, my name's Joey. I'm a nervous boy because I've never done a marathon run before. No, I did Wii Sports yesterday. You guys remember me, hopefully. It was pretty fun.
Maybe.
And,
Rap stream is way too loud. We need to do that intro again.
Again?
Yes! It's still way too loud.
Do I...
Going on 100. I think we're good now. I'm not going lower than that. Alright. Hi, everybody. This is Splatoon or something. I don't know.
Alright, yeah, so this is Splatoon. Real quick before we start the run, I'm going to quickly shout out what New Game Plus is. So, there's Any% and there's New Game Plus, and I usually get questions what the difference between New Game Plus and Any% is. New Game Plus is after we beat the story, we can use all the power-ups and stuff like that, that we unlocked. And yeah, they can hear you now. They couldn't before.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't. According to...
That was... Yeah, that was before. I changed it.
Oh.
Okay, and so, anyhow, we, New Game Plus is we can use all the upgrades and we can have maximum upgrades, but we have to beat every single level. So before we could skip World 4 in Any%, but we're not allowed to skip World 4 levels. Also, shoutouts to updates. I just got another update, so I have to go through this again. Also, the reason why I'm showing off the Squid Sisters right now is because there's this amazing thing they say called Stay Fresh. So anytime that anything cool happens during this run, I want you guys to tweet at me, at KingJ0444. Please tweet Stay Fresh. Please. I want to be spammed by the end of this run, please. Thank you in advance.
I would prefer if you do not spam my Twitter, because I, 1, never use it, and
okay,
2,
fine.
I
then spam Kyrat, too.
No!
Alright, are you ready on timer?
Sure, I guess.
Alright, so, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. So, we start timer when we click on the gamepad to enter Octo Valley. And basically, after you beat a level in single player, you unlock the ability to super jump to it at any point. So you'll be seeing me just jump to every single level instead of walking to it.
dying. You want to fix that?
I did fix it, don't worry. So, starting off, these first 2 levels that I'm about to do are all cycle-based. And the reason why we start off with these levels is because they're basically the choke levels. So we get these over with first. And so this first level is, there's a bunch of spinning platforms, and we need to make a very good first cycle in order to get this level done. If I don't get it, I'm going to lose about 7 seconds. So we'll see what happens. And like I said, I have all maximum upgrades already, so I start off with full maximum bombs, maximum ink storage, and maximum shooting power. So overall, this run is basically like Any%, but it's just going to go by a lot quicker, and we're going to be going through every single level instead.
Why do you go through every single level, and why don't you skip World 4?
Because basically, since New Game Plus skips the tutorial and everything like that, it's just way too overpowered, so we decided to make it more of an interesting run. We decided to beat every single level as well, so that we get to play this game for a little bit longer in this category, so it's not just like 40 minutes long. It makes it more interesting, because we don't do World 4 anyways in any percent, so...
Yeah.
That was a very good level, by the way. That was extremely well done. Okay, so now we're going to... So right off the bat, you actually see a difference in levels. Instead of going through worlds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like, in order, we actually start off in the last level. In the second last world. Just because some of those levels are really reset heavy, so we get those over with right away. And this is, like, the cycle-based level that we're going to be doing, especially at the very end. So this entire level is all cycle-driven, and you'll be seeing why at the end, and I'll explain why. But yeah, shifting platforms is probably the reset level of them all. So I'm going to be a little bit quiet here so I can make sure I get the first cycle.
And I'm probably not going to commentate this run.
Yeah, Kyrate's here basically just to fill in any gap. It is a 1 hour long speedrun, so like...
Yeah, I'll be back like soon, maybe, but...
Yeah, coming up with this. This right here is the cycle that I had to make. That cycle into that platform right there, that right there is really hard to make. And now I'm just going to ink this platform behind the bars and jump up there right away. So far this level has been going very well. And this wall up here is why it's a very cycle-based level, so, not this part, but the next part. This right here, so I need to ink this side, ink here, and now I gotta climb the wall. And, if I was off just by a little bit, that wall wouldn't be there, and I would maybe lose, like, 8 seconds. So, those are the 2 hardest levels done right off the bat, so, pretty well done there. Oh, I actually golded that, surprisingly, wow! Alright, and along with doing the most annoying levels first, this is the last annoying level of the bunch. This is Octoling Uprising, and the only reason is because of, it's one of those levels where you get chased by Octolings, and there's a couple instances of this. And this one is the most annoying because of how it handles it, and you'll see why. The CPU in this level just goes ham, and it's probably the hardest level in the run, in my opinion. And so yeah, this level and also the levels where there's an Octo Striker, which we'll see later, actually right after this level, there's one of those levels. This guy right here is annoying. Okay, there, got him. But these levels are actually taking place from levels from the online version of this game, or the online mode. So you actually get to play in the online levels, which is cool. And that was Bluefin Depot right there that we went through. Alright, so now we're going to be doing level 21. Again, we're just launching to these levels, beating them as fast as possible. Alright, so this level has me having to deal with this big guy right here, who's going to be shooting these missiles at us. And there's a bunch of levels like this. This is the last one in this game that is like this. So we get this one done over with first, because it's the harder one. This one is very difficult, and as you see, I would have died there if I didn't grab armor. I grabbed armor there to make sure I didn't die there. That was just a safety strat to make sure, because I am doing this in a marathon. I don't want to die if I can, so we'll see.
But you should die, King.
Why? Alright, and then killing that guy, killing those guys there spawns the launch pad there.
Oh wait, I forgot. This marathon is for suicide prevention.
And then right here, I'm actually going to use my special there to kill that guy faster. It just saves like 2 seconds of shooting him.
But I'm going to go eat something, and I'll be back in like half an hour, maybe.
Alright, Gucci man. Alright, so, yeah. Oh, I guess it's just me all around me. Alright. So, I forgot to mention, but this game has a lot of RNG, because every time I take a shot, the first shot will go exactly where I aimed at it, where my cursor is. But the second shot, and all those shots after, can either go forward, like straight forward, a little bit left, or a little bit right. So it's always going to be a little bit random where they go. And right here is just about hitting these pinwheels. This level has an auto-scroller later, and it's kind of annoying, but again, we can't really skip it, so We can do a little bit of a skip on it, which I'll show. But yeah. And then we have these octo balls, and they're kind of annoying. We didn't talk about bombs much, so I have 3 bombs. One of them is a Seeker, which is the one I just did, where it goes in a straight line. One of them are Splat Bombs, which are good for, like, powerful shots at them. And then Burst Bombs, which are good to be covering a lot of ink in a certain place faster. So we'll be using all of them at least once during the run. But Seekers are used a lot just to get a lot of area in front of you covered. Alright, so now we get to shoot this with a cannon, just to get this over here. And this is the auto-scroller right here. Almost fell off. That would have wasted a little bit of time. So right here I'm going to switch to Burst Bombs. This is the first time we get to see Burst Bombs used in this. I'm going to cover up this wall here, just so we don't have to do it later. And I'm going to make this jump really quick soon. Right here. Oh, no, dang it, that wastes a lot of time. Okay, that's very upsetting. Dang it. Okay, so what happened was I got caught on the wall there, and it wasted a lot of time. So now I have to do this again. Oh my god, I'm losing so much time, dude. Alright, this is very bad. Alright, this is a very bad run so far. Alright. There we go. Jeez, if I died there, that would have been extremely bad, because I would have ran out of lives. Alright, so far this run has been very horrible, but that's fine. Alright, we're going to be a little more safe with this now. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Thanks. Game. Alright, that was extremely bad. We're going to lose about a minute there. Alright, and right here, these guys seem to spawn at random locations, but it's always the same each time. And always blowing up these Zatfish are faster with bombs. I can't steal world record, Yandema. We lost 45 seconds in that run, in that level. That was horrible. That was extremely bad, wow. Alright, so now we are going to be going to this level next. This level is also cycle-driven. So, we'll see how this goes. Alright, so this level can be very annoying. This is involving the spreaders. So, yeah, this... and there's a lot of these guys who are going to be shooting at us. Alright, so this right here is definitely where the RNG comes in. I didn't get a faster cycle, so I'm just going to do this instead, which wastes a little bit of time. Alright, and usually jumping up walls is a little bit faster when you're swimming up walls, but that wall right there is actually on an incline, so it's faster just to swim up it normally. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and wait on this. It's for safety reasons. I could make it with that other one, but it's safer to just wait here. Alright, there we go. Make that jump just so we don't have to wait on that platform longer. Alright, and now right here, this is very nice of the developers. We have to get a key, and it's right there, so that made it super easy. And just jump off right there. That was a little bit of a tight jump to make, so that was very well done. So far, the big problem I had was with that one... Oh, what? Okay, you appeared over here for some reason. You usually appear on the other side. Alright. So that was an okay level. That level went not horribly, but it still could have been better. Alright, there we go. So, now we move on to the level that I like to call the Seeker level. This entire level utilizes Seekers very well, which is Octosniper Ramparts. So we'll be doing this now. And right here, we just don't ink anything. We just jump into that launch pad. It's just faster in general. Yeah, so as you can see, using Seekers here are very helpful for the most part. And right here, I'm going to ink over here, kill this guy, and then just jump, just to skip that, saving some time. And as you can see, Seekers are wonderful. Just inks my path. Alright, and right here, we're just going to ink here. Why did I do that? Oh, and I'm all the way back here, dude. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, this is a horrible run. I actually don't even want to continue this run. Is it too late to ask to start over the run? because this is actually horrible. Alright, there we go. That's what I meant to do. The thanks game. This game... Okay, so this run is actually, like, really bad right now. Could have been way better, but it's fine. Alright, so we're just going to just completely ignore this guy. We don't have to even kill him. Can I actually, like, start over this run, Yondema, please? Alright, so right up here is why I call it the secret part. Because of this. These straightaways here, very helpful. This right here specifically. And there we go. Yeah, so I lost like 20-ish seconds. That was... So far this run is being extremely horrible. Moving on to our first boss now. This is Octama. So there's a technique in this game where if you switch bombs, which version of bombs you're using, your bombs will actually get... will actually shoot... your gun will shoot out an extra bullet of ink per bomb that you switch. So we use that to get super, like, a lot of shots on him really quickly. And you'll see that, oh, thank you. You'll see that right here. Oh, whoops. There we go. He shot me up really high. That's never happened. Alright. I know this run is fine, but, like, it's not fine for me. And I wish I was doing better, because I could have or I could have PB'd earlier. Whatever, it's fine, though. Alright, there we go. And that's, like, that really shows it right there, how much we can get shots off on there. And yeah, this guy is fairly easy of a boss. All the bosses in this game are fairly easy, for the most part. There we go, just shoot a bomb in his mouth. There we go, nice. Very well done. And we're just gonna throw a bomb there, get that, and that level's done. So all the bosses are gonna go like that. Alright, so now moving on, we're going to the level that a lot of casual players really despise, and that is this level, which is Invisible Avenues. And this level can be kind of rage-inducing, because for the most part, we won't be able to see where we're going. There's one really cool skip at the end of this run, which we will be seeing. It's called, We Don't Kill Any Enemies skip. But basically, there's a row of enemies that you need to kill, or that the game wants you to kill, but we don't kill any of them, so we'll be seeing that later. Alright, so this guy, we don't care about him, we'll just swim underneath him. And again, a lot of this run is literally just us not giving a flying care in the world about any of these guys. You're supposed to, like, fight all of them, but it doesn't even matter to us. Alright, so, yep, and there we go, we just skipped that guy. We're gonna switch to burst bombs here, because there's an invisible wall here, and we have to go up into this corner. It's just easier to ink that entire thing than shooting it all. Alright, that was really good kill there, kills there from me. In my opinion, that was fairly well done. Okay, I messed up a little bit there. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and swim up this wall. This squeegee guy, we'll be seeing them later. Specifically right now, though. They're more annoying right now than they will be later. And we're just going to jump here so we don't have to walk throughout the invisible path for the rest of it. And basically those squeegees, what they do is they, for the most part, just clean up the ink that you've been making. So when you're climbing up a wall, they can be kind of annoying. And this right now is the final checkpoint, so these guys won't spawn if we don't kill any of them. So like it just is faster to do this, so we can get throughout this faster. And, oh god, almost messed up there. Alright, so, right here can be a little weird. Okay, there we go. That part of the level sucks. Ooh, okay. I'm glad I got that over with. Alright, so now we are moving on to Increal Skyscape. This is definitely a part of the run that is more enjoyable than that part was. So, thankfully, this part is more chill. This level is fairly easy throughout. There's only one semi-difficult part to this part of the run, and it's when we have to shoot like a bunch of enemies in order to move on and progress. Alright, so throughout this entire run, or this entire level in this run, it's all about just moving on throughout the level, and just activating these ink rails as fast as we can. And they activate with one shot or one bomb, but it's easier to obviously hit them with your hero shot. Alright, so now we have to kill these guys in order to move on. And we just spawn right here next to our launch pad, which is perfect. There we go, nice. Alright, so I'm going to kill these guys so they don't cause me any trouble. Wow, that one didn't hit. That's very weird. Alright, and now we just go up here. So a lot of this level is fairly straightforward, and there's nothing that really needs to be said about it, so... Oh, I'll get there, I swear. I'll get there, I swear, jeez, this run is horrible. I'm sorry for giving NGR a bad run. This is, like, the worst I've played in a long time. Alright, so we killed that guy here, but this part is where, things can be a little difficult. Oh god, I missed that guy. Alright, there we go. Oh, okay, that was pretty bad. I can just kill this guy like this, though. Did I miss another? Oh, I did. Alright, that was pretty bad as well. Alright, so now we're moving on to this part, the final part, which is climbing this tower here. And climbing this tower, very easy. Just gotta... this is literally what I like to call the jump and shoot part, where all you do is jump, shoot, and you'll hit everything that you need to hit. So, oh, what the... That was almost bad. Alright, there we go. So the requirements of New Game Plus is that we need to beat every single level in the game, and that we're allowed to use all upgrades and everything from after beating the game in any percent. So there's not really any requirements. You just need to have a completed file, and you can have fully level up equipment and everything like that. And the run has to the run has to end with DJ Octavio. So this level is fully RNG. These flutters can go wherever they want, and it's very annoying. So there's one part of this level in particular that is very horrible, and it's a part where we need to get a key. So luckily I have I'm playing on Wii U, so I have a gamepad, so I can check on the gamepad where the key is, but for the most part I need to kind of YOLO it. And that's where this RNG comes in. And I can lose close to 2 minutes on this, or sorry, close to 20 seconds on this one level by itself, so we'll see. So now we're just going to, again, a lot of Splatoon speedrunning is just like getting past enemies that you don't need to fight, and hoping that they don't kill you, so we're just going to pass these guys up, we don't need them. Right here I'm going to do a really cool skip. You can just jump down here without having to go back around. You're supposed to have to go back around, but you don't have to. And again, we don't need to kill this guy. He's not doing anything to us. Like I like to call this the pacifist run, so... Alright, we're going to use a Seeker right here. And the guy that we should need should be over here. Perfect. Okay, that was very good RNG. For the most part, okay, that part almost messed me up with its RNG. So for the majority of this run, very, very clean for this level. There's not really much else I have to say about this level. That level sucks when you're doing it, so I'm glad it went good. And I actually golded that level too, so that went pretty okay. And now we move on to a very short level here, which is the Octoling level as well as the Undeniable Flying Object level. And again, these ones get done in no time, so... Alright, so right here we're just gonna jump into the cutscene. There's always going to be a cutscene in these two versions of these levels to make up for how short they are. And again, we are on the same map right here that we were on for the other one, so we get to see this map twice, which is Bluefin Depot, so shout out to that. Alright, so literally this level has nothing with it. It's just going to be ink strikes the entire time. Wow, that was a very nice and generous ink strike. There's a 50% chance that the ink strike can appear in front of you, or it can appear behind you, and making it appear in front of you makes it, you have to wait for it to go off, so that was very helpful there that it went off behind me, so. And there we go, this guy is almost done. He can be kind of annoying, so. Alright, and now we just let off a Seeker. Again, any bombs can blow up those things immediately, so we just do that to save a couple seconds. Alright, moving on to Octoling Assault. And again, these levels are fairly easy for the most part. Now, this one can be a little bit difficult. There's a few things I have to do in this one, and there's a very good chance I could die here. So, this entire level has a bunch of checkpoints, and each level has checkpoints. But I'm not going to be hitting any of the checkpoints and just going straight to the end, which is very risky, but it's faster, and it saves time, so I'm going to go for it. So I'm just going to hope that he doesn't shoot me. Okay, that was scary, but I got it. So, that was probably the quickest level in the run, and it's also very nerve-wracking. Alright, so there we go. That level sucks to deal with. And now we move on to the World 3 boss. This one takes the longest. This is the longest boss of the entire game, or one of them at least. Definitely not counting the final boss, though. The final boss is literally 10 minutes of this entire run, so... this is Octowhirl, and you have to ink so much that he will get stuck in ink. And it gets very annoying, so I'm just going to cover up this entire middle part here, and then just ink, and he will always go right towards you, so I'm just going to ink right in front of me, and there we go. Oh, it took longer to fall in that time, I don't know why, that was weird. Alright, so now we're moving on here into second phase, and now this floor is going to start spinning a little bit, so all I need to do is just make sure this part in front of me is inked, which it is, and there we go, use the fast spam, there we go. So yeah, for the most part, the entirety of the bosses is just making sure you can quick kill with your bomb switching technique. That's basically it. So we're just going to have him come towards us, and there we go, so. Very nicely done, and now just throw a bomb. And that level's done, and World 3 is done as well. And I saved quite a bit of time on this level, I'm surprised, actually. There's not much time save you can do in the bosses, except just making sure you can quick kill, so very surprised. Alright, moving on to level 22. We are now moving into World 5 levels. So we did World 4 first, then World 3, then we're doing World 5. Just for routing purposes, just because we get the harder levels done with first. Because obviously the cycle-based levels are the hardest ones, and then the flutter ones as well. So we get those ones done with first. Alright, so I'm just going to kill that guy, make sure. That's a safety strat. Oh, hello, thank you, grab that. So we grab this special, it's optional, but the only reason we grab it is for this next upcoming part. And it's for this part right here. So we can kill these guys fairly easily. And there we go. So that just saves like a couple seconds. Oh, almost got the... So if you do that part fast enough, you can actually have an ink shot parts for... oh, whoops, almost got up there. That's a 1 frame chance there that you can get hit, so that was pretty unlucky. Alright, so I'm going to jump off here because YOLO, and it worked. So, that looks kind of cool to do, honestly. Alright, so now we are moving into this part. Oh, almost died. Yeah, that guy's really annoying. Probably the most annoying character right there. And now we move into the sniper part, which, again, isn't that hard. But it can be a little difficult. There we go, got him, and now we have to just climb back up here to go into the launch pad. Alright, and now we're just going to activate this. And these octo balls here, they won't activate your hitbox, or they won't start moving unless you are near them. So I just killed them off right there. Oh, okay, hi. That was very weird. Okay, hi, thank you. Nice, okay. So, yeah, now this is the last part here, which can be pretty annoying. This part right here, yeah, so now we need to wait for this guy, this flutter specifically, to move, so we can get this key. And now we need to wait for this flutter right here. There we go. And that's the level. That level is very horrible, so I'm very happy with how I did on that one. Lost a couple seconds, but this level is very difficult to do, especially in a marathon setting. Alright, so now we move on to the next one. The rest of World 5 levels are fairly easy for the most part. I'd say this one is a little bit difficult. This is Spongy Observatory. So, yeah, we're going to be moving on into this now. So these big bubble things that I didn't talk about, those are called spike fish, and they will actually blow up a lot of things in your surroundings really quickly, so we use them to our advantage for this level because of the sponges. Okay, that guy almost got me there. He can really mess you up on that one sponge. Alright, and here we go. This part also sucks. Alright, so now this part, luckily, is not the worst, because you get to use a nice ink strike here. Sorry, not a nice ink strike, but a nice power-up that you get. And yeah, we just use that to our advantage to activate all the sponges there in a row. And now, I've had a little bit of trouble. Okay, sometimes that sponge doesn't get hit by the bubble there for some reason. It's just random sometimes. Alright, now we'll just climb up the side here. Alright. And I'm gonna make sure I don't get blown up there by those bombs. Okay, just making sure I actually get there. Okay, that was a little scary. Yeah, these guys with the bombs really are detrimental here. They're the most hardest parts to deal with in this run. Can I save this? Oh, he saved it. What a legend right there. That was crazy. I should not have saved that, but I did. Alright, that was a little scary. And now, this is the coolest part right here. We don't even need to ink this wall at all. We can just jump into the launch pad. Because the game only checks if you're in squid form to actually let you into the launch pad, so it's kind of cool to do that. Oh, what? Okay, he activated on the wrong side. He's supposed to go that side. That was very weird. Alright, there we go. And then we'll go up here, deal with this guy. There we go, and done. Nice. And that level is done, so. This is not sub 1, dude. This will be happy if I can sub 101 this, then I'll be happy, because this run has been the absolute worst run I've done in a long time. So, moving on to level 25, this is the second and thankfully the last flutter-based level.
Really?
Hi, this run is going horrible. I died on an auto-scroller, so.
Oh, so it's not PB.
No, it's definitely not PB. My sum of best isn't even PB right now. Or sorry, best publishable time isn't even PB.
Oh man, that really sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was here, you wouldn't have died.
No.
Oh.
It's just me being stupid, so it's fine. It's still a good run so far.
Maybe your Candy King fetish is what caused it.
Oh no. Alright, so anyhow, this is the last big RNG level right here. This is all about the flutters and seeing what pattern I get. These guys can be very mean and very nice sometimes, so we'll see what they give me. Oh, okay, please get out of the enemy ink. So when you go into enemy ink, you actually move slower. So generally we try to stay out of it as much as we can, obviously, because we're trying to go fast. Alright, that was pretty good RNG that I got. Not bad, actually. Right.
I have the nerves to get moved.
And
that's a funny message.
Now we're going to be killing this Octa Sniper here. He has the key to this vault that we need. And there we go. Oh, what? I didn't grab it. Excuse me? Pick it up. Oh, no! Okay, that was bad. It's fine. We can save this.
Hey, Joey.
What?
I've only do 2 meme runs after trying to finish 7.
Okay, what meme runs are you wanting?
CCC-less and Luigi U, Nabbit only.
Luigi U, Nabbit only is actually a really cool run, so I'm down to do that.
What about CCC-less?
I've never done a run of it, but...
I know how to do it.
I know how to do it, but I've never actually finished a run of it, so that'd be like the biggest meme.
I know, but that's what NGR is all about.
So for people hoping that I would like PB, I'm now like a minute and 50 off of PB, so it's not happening.
No.
Yeah,
you have a timer, right?
This run was absolutely horrible. Well, my timer's at 30:38 right now, so.
Okay. I messed up the timer really badly. I'm gonna. Tell me when you get to 31:00.0.
I can't. I'm not looking at my timer. Okay.
Well, you need to look at it.
Okay.
I totally messed it up.
It is at it now.
Got it.
Okay. So this is another Octoing level. Again, these levels are really quick, so thankfully we'll get over this quickly. I could still maybe sub 101, but I need to gold some splits in order for that to happen. So this will look like a 101 time, which again, for a marathon, isn't that bad, but for my standards, it's pretty horrible.
Sorry about that, guys.
Alright, so now we are moving on to the pinwheel level, pinwheel power plant.
Did I go to the bar? No.
This level sucks. This level is also pretty bad. A lot of these levels in World 5 are pretty horrible, so this is going to be pretty bad. But now we are moving on.
Where's Josh?
Well, I guess you're running this marathon for the rest of the year.
The year? With a year?
He's going into hibernation, dude. Like.
I mean, why is Gooby currently running? Whatever, he can stay there. He's cool.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh man, don't say that.
I'm good. I saved it, dude. I saved it. I'm a god gamer.
God!
Okay, this run is bad, but I'm still happy that it's entertaining. Cause
what's your timer at right? Actually, I'm gonna deafen and I'm gonna listen to the stream, so tell me what your timer is right.
32:30 right now. Alright, there we go. That was pretty okay. Now we are moving on. Here we're just gonna jump off the edge. It's a little bit faster, so we don't have to like fall through the gate. Again, just minor time saves in this entire run is what it's all about, so.
Alright, say it again.
32:58, or 59 now. Alright, right here I'm just gonna jump up here. Very easy. And this was the cycle I was trying to make, and I didn't make it, so sadly I'm gonna be wasting like maybe a 5 or 10 seconds here. It's a little bit of a time waster. It's fine though. And we're just gonna, you know, split back, because that's what we like to do here. And yeah, that was a sad time waster. Again, that wastes like way more time.
Alright, tell me when it hits 34.
Dude, come on. Okay, well, it's gonna hit that soon. I'm on this auto scroll.
I'm sorry.
And there we go, that level's done. Okay, I can look now because I'm out of this level. Alright, now we're on to unavoidable flying object. Hit 34 right now. Alright. We move on. And this level is also annoying because we have to get a key, and this is unlike any of the other
Alright, we're good now.
We are? Okay.
Camera should be in sync. I apologize for that B word.
It's fine, it didn't really matter.
Alright.
Alright, and now, we have to fight this guy again. Did you guys miss this fat boy? Because I did.
No.
Don't worry, we're going to be seeing him like twice more, so.
I didn't see him the first time.
Oh, okay, yeah, you were gone during the first time, that's right.
Right, man.
Alright, there we go. And now we're done with this level. So now we're done with World 5. So now we get to move on to Worlds 2 and 1, which have really easy levels. One of them has a really cool skip, and it's coming up fairly soon-ish. And for that, I'm actually going to ask for quiet time, but that's in 3 levels, because I need to explain it, and I also need to do it, and it's an audio cue, so it's going to be pretty hard.
Alright, I'll shut up.
It's not for a while, though. You have some good times. So this level, Gusher Gauntlet. I was featured on Glad Jonas because I soft-locked the game in this level.
Wow!
Yeah, so we found out that if you kill an enemy and you die on the same frame, the enemies won't respawn when you go back to that place after. So I soft-locked the game because I killed an enemy and died on the same frame, and that enemy didn't show up afterwards, and I needed to kill those enemies to move on with the game. And that was in an any % speedrun, so that was really bad. And it's these enemies coming up right here. And so I killed one of them and died on the same frame as killing him. And they just didn't show up again, and it was very upsetting, and I couldn't finish the run. So, thankfully that didn't happen this time, because I don't die there anymore. And this level's really easy. We're already at the final checkpoint. Like, literally, this game, it really picks up speed. Yeah.
What's the estimate for Luigi U?
Oh, you need an estimate? Let's do 40 minutes.
Alright, and then I'll had CC-less.
Are we doing CC-less race?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm not prepared for that.
I'm not either.
I haven't ran Mario 64 in a year. Like. Okay, that's gonna be a nice thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
When we were on Glad Jonas, I've been on Glad Jonas like 5 or 6 times now. I've been featured a lot. If you check out, like, I think it's the second ever saves in speedrunning. I was on that one.
I was in that video.
Were you?
I think so.
Oh, well, I can, if you guys want, if you message me on Twitter, or, like, if you, message me on Discord, which my Discord is just KingJ0444, then I can send you the actual, like, videos that I was in. Alright, so, this little wall here can be known as the most annoying wall in the game. And that's why... Whoa! That's interesting. Okay, that almost worked out, but it didn't. So, that lost a little bit of time. But that wall, is all cycle-based. So, a lot of this game has a lot of cycles, so it was very...
Oh yeah, by the way, I was featured 3 separate times in Glad Jonas. One was a Shining Stars clip where the Chuck is just like, I don't want to work today, so I'm just gonna clip it to the film.
One of mine was a chokes in speedrunning when I choked the world record of Nab It Only.
I had a fail in speedrunning where I was at the end of a 16-star run.
Wait, so I'm doing Nab It Only for the second time now in NGR?
Yeah.
I did it in the first NGR, I was hit. and I did horrible, so hopefully I can do better.
I mean, I would race you, but I'm not bad.
And plus, I'm second place, and I'm only like 20 seconds off world record, so...
Yeah, you actually are good. Also, NGR's schedule is actually dying. That's a thing.
Alright, so that level was a lot of Seekers, and that was a actually pretty okay level, not gonna lie. I maybe lost like 5 or 10 seconds because of that wall, but like... Overall, I'm still... Like I said, I'm doing bad this run, but I'm still proud of how the commentary is going, and I'm still proud that I'm explaining everything well. So, overall, I'm okay with it. I can still, like, low 101, but we'll see. Alright, so this level, the sponge level, this level sucks. This is probably one of my least favorite levels in the game, and it's in World 2. So that's why I don't like doing any percent. People ask me why I prefer New Game Plus. It's because you get to do all the levels, because you skip all the levels, you skip World 4 in any percent, and we also, get to use all of our weapons right off the bat, so it's just better. And we get to skip the tutorial, so it's also better in that regard.
The marathon is already finished? What?
Well, schedule's broken.
Yeah, schedule is very broken.
Alright, so right here we just get to shoot these guys back here.
What? No, what?
Alright, so that right there is pretty okay.
What happened to the schedule? It, like, completely died.
Alright, well, so much for speedrun.com, guys. Now you just get to be surprised at what gets on.
What just happened?
Alright, so this part can be a choke point, for sure, and pretty soon, I'm just gonna warn you, Kyrat, I'm gonna ask for serious time fairly soon.
That's alright.
Because there's one glitch. I'm gonna kind of explain it right now. So coming up in the next level, we have a skip that's called Octo Skip. And I will explain it fully afterwards, because it's kind of really hard to explain it while I'm doing it. So I'm gonna be quiet right now, and I will explain what's going on after.
Alright.
So, sorry in advance. Also, I golded that split by 9 seconds. I'm a god gamer!
Nice.
Alright, so right here, I'm gonna ask for quiet time, and I'll explain after what's happening. It's pretty easy to see what's happening, though. All I'm gonna ask you guys to do is look at the goal and look at where I am, and see what happens. See if you can figure out what happened. So there's the goal up there. That's what we need to touch. We need to touch the Zapfish, right? So we're gonna hit it, and well, I guess I hit it. I don't know how. Octoskip was recently found, and it was shown off at the HEDQ run that Tones Ballones did. And basically, I got to hit the Zapfish without even touching it. So, what basically happened is that both Octolings and Inklings. Octolings are the guys that we were fighting in that level. Both of us have the exact same value in the game's processor. So there's an Octoling that launches towards us, and it launches through the Zapfish. So if we open up the Zapfish, the game actually thinks that we're touching it because Octolings and Inklings share the same value. So in that regard, I opened up the Zapfish with that ink strike that the game gave us, and we were able to trick the game into thinking that we were the ones who hit it. So that saved like close to 20-ish seconds, and it's like probably the coolest skip because it's the one that freaks everybody out during runs. So yeah, that was Octoskip, and I'm very glad I got that. That's the one thing I wanted to get during this run. So. Alright, and now we're just on more quick levels right now. What are you doing?
I don't know, man.
Okay, good talk. Okay. So, we are almost done with the regular levels in this run, but just remember that the final boss, DJ Octavio, is like 9 minutes of this run.
Yeah.
So, even though I finished the last level at like 50 minutes, it's still going to be a 1 hour run.
Oh, man. It should have been sub-hour.
It's not going to be sub-hour. It's not even going to be sub-101, which is very sad, because that's easy to do. Nice, I died on the first, like, enemy of this level.
Go you! Also, your stream is, like, way behind. So
Actually, it's also glitching around.
Doesn't matter, though. Doesn't matter for the stream, at least.
Yeah. So, yeah, this level, Propeller Lift Playground, I say this is, like, the last really hard level in the game that I have to do. So, we're getting so with now. And just going up slopes is faster, which is, if people wonder why I'm going up slopes instead of walls, it's just a little bit faster, so we choose to go up slopes when we can. Alright, and this entire level is all about, like, killing enemies and stuff like that, so we'll be seeing a lot of enemy kills. Alright, there we go. So, basically these propellers, how they work is that, they will,
Wait, what was that serious time you were talking about?
It was Octoskip. You already missed it.
Oh, well, that's what I get for not paying attention. Also, I guess I'm gonna go practice some stuff for later in the day.
I guess I have to too after I commentate Odyssey.
Yeah, I'm not commentating Odyssey. I have like 4 hours actually, like 5 hours. Yeah.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? This run is horrible.
Oh my God! Please.
This run is so bad. I'm sorry, NGR, for giving you guys a bad run. What is this?
Oh my God, please stop!
This run is so bad already. I just gamed over. I'm not finishing this run, I don't think.
No, you are. Because I don't care if you go overestimate.
No, I'm done.
No, and no.
Thanks everyone, that was Splatoon.
No, you'll be banned.
I'm not finishing this run.
Come on, man.
I have to start this level over, dude. I'm not doing it.
Joey.
I'm not finishing this.
Joey. Finish.
No.
Joey.
Thanks everybody for watching Splatoon. I'm done with it.
Joey.
No, dude, I'm not finishing this.
Why?
I'm done.
What are you doing?
I'm not finishing this run.
What's the big deal? What's wrong with it?
I hate this game right now. I don't want to play it.
Yeah, you can't forfeit on a marathon. I agree with Sunbro here. You can't just forfeit like that. This is a marathon.
No.
Finish or I'm banning you from NGA to Slowa. You gotta finish, man.
Fine, then turn off my timer.
Alright, you can turn off the timer. Timer on stream's still going, though.
No, I said turn off my timer. Turn off my timer and say that we already finished.
Oh. Okay.
Just turn off the timer on stream because I'm very embarrassed right now. I actually, like, really hate myself right now. This is the worst run I've ever done in my life. And I would suggest that you don't put this on YouTube.
No can do, buddy.
Oh my god, I hate this right now.
No, not really.
Thanks.
Baited.
Thanks. That's the reason why I said turn off my timer and I'll still finish.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Can
It's
you
alright,
kill him?
man.
This run is horrible, dude. This run sucks. Now I hope this run gets accepted into NGA so I can actually do, I don't know, a good run of it. So that's what was supposed to happen.
You got like you got a 1 hour 30-minute time before the marathon, right? Yeah.
1:00:33, which was only like a few seconds off my PB. Yeah, but I've never had a bad run during a marathon, at least not this far, or this much of a bad run. So this is actually really upsetting.
Ow.
That's even worse if that I have most of the staff of NGA here, because this run is horrible. Because if you guys accept this run, you're going to be like, oh, wait, no, he did really bad during NGR, so that means he's going to do really bad during our marathon.
NGA is 5 days, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Alright, anyhow. That's done. We're on to our third final boss, technically, because we have the last boss after. But this guy, we have to shoot his belly buttons. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shove my ink into his belly buttons, and it's going to be very hot. Alright, so anyhow, I just want to quickly apologize again for my horrible gameplay this run. Because this was... I did a really good practice run, and this run is just horrible right now. And it's really making me depressed, so again, NGR staff, sorry that I'm giving you guys probably an overestimate run.
It's alright, man. We were behind, but...
I think we're still behind.
Yeah, we're gonna even be more behind now.
Well, then don't submit this one. No, I still want to run this at NGA. It's just... I didn't do good on this run of it. And that's the bad thing, is that, like, I did so good before this marathon when I was on my practice run. So just, like, failing a run during a marathon kind of sucks because...
Well, hey, dude, you got a PB during WSR. You can't get everything good in life.
Yeah, I know.
And there's still Mario Kart, where we have to race each other. Like, in the real marathon, FS7 is the real end of day 2. But, like, we're doing stuff after since we're bored.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just upset about all this.
It's okay, man.
I've never... To put into perspective, I've never gamed over in a run before, so that's a new thing for me.
Oh man, that sucks.
Exactly, that's why I was like really upset. That's why I didn't want to finish, because that's never happened. Hello? Kill him? Thank you. That was stupid. So this is the first level of the game, and we're doing it about 40, or actually 50 minutes into the
Hey,
run.
Sunbro, do you want to join King and I in a really stupid race where we get 70 stars in SM64 without collecting a single coin using a cap or using a cannon?
It's called CCC-less. I think I actually...
Really,
you know what's sad is I think I actually have splits for it as a thing.
Yeah, I won't have splits, obviously, timer... I mean, Sunbro, hopefully we'll have good internet, but it'll be interesting, and it would be a fun meme run for an encore.
I think that should
because,
be the... you know what? I think I should do Luigi U tonight, and that should be the ending run tomorrow.
No, we already have something planned for tomorrow.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, I can't tell you what it is, but there is some encore thing for Sunday. But I'm not saying what it is, so we can't. So I want both runs today. Yeah. I want to see if Sunbro is okay with doing that.
Yeah, and Sloa, just so you know, I know it's not where you're looking at how good the run is. It's just that I'm very embarrassed about how this run is going, so, like, I know it's not what you're looking for, it's just, like, what I am embarrassed to show right now.
And also, I, was saying about having, a race is, Josh can't stream today, so I have to stream the entirety of today, which sucks. So I have to, like, find out some way that I can have, I would have to have 2 OBSs running at the same time, and then I restream my stream, your stream, and Sumbro's stream. So hopefully that will be a thing that will actually happen.
If not, it could just be me and Sumbro, so.
What?
If not, it could just be me and Sumbro.
Yeah, but I want to do it. So I'm gonna talk to King and Sumbro about strats that you can do for CCC lists.
I already know the strats. I learned the run, but I never actually did a run of it.
Oh, all right. Then we'll talk after Splatoon.
Yeah. Anyhow, so
I'm not commentating Odyssey.
Yeah. At least this commentary was fairly good for my run. I was able to get Octo Skip and stuff like that, but. Damn, am I very sad that this run didn't go as I was hoping it would. It might. I don't know what the timer's at because I don't have a timer on right now, but it's probably at like maybe. This will probably be like.
You told me to turn it off.
I know. Because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to see what time I got, but I'm pretty sure this will be like a 103 or maybe a 104 or something. So it's still under.
A 103 or 104. That's not even that bad. That's underestimate.
It's still underestimate, but it's still very bad for this run.
You made an estimate for a reason, dude. I'm considering whether or not I should accept you. I should be on the submission team now.
No, accept it.
Better
so I can
watch out.
No, you know what you should do? Accept it so I can actually do a good run of this game.
I know.
Yeah. You guys get sloppy seconds of this run. Trust me.
Just make jokes about it, so slow up.
I tried to. I made jokes about the first mistake where I lost like 2 minutes at the very beginning. But then, after that, I kind of, like, it all fell apart. Okay, so right here, we do a skip here. There's a launch pad down here. We can just jump down to it, and it saves having to climb up this wall. It's very minor time save. And also, this is the last final actual level before we fight the final boss, so. So, after this, we have, like, 10 minutes-ish left.
I collected a coin! How could I?
Are you practicing it right now?
What?
Are you practicing it right now? Yeah. What a god gamer. Already starting to learn it.
Can I, please, stop!
Me too.
I did it.
Alright, so we are now. So right coming up here, I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. We're coming up to the last really hard trick in the run right here. This is called Cannonless. It's basically Mario 64, let's be honest. So basically, you're supposed to go up and use a cannon to climb this wall, but we can just climb this wall using our overpowered splat bombs. And there we go.
Alright, hey Sumbro, now that you're back, KingJ and I are proposing that you join us for a really memey Super Mario 64 race, where we collect 70 stars. There are 74 total that you can get. We collect 70 stars, coinless, capless, and canless. And I will teach you this. I will teach you what stars are possible, what the strats are, and we can all do it together as a really joke run.
Yeah, it won't be good. Trust me. And if you collect a coin, you have to exit the stage, and that's how it works.
Yeah, you have to exit the stage immediately when you get a coin. And there will be a chat that exists, and they'll tell us that you got a coin.
Yeah, and plus Kyra's the one restreaming it, so he'll know.
Yeah, actually I won't know because my webcam will be pointing at the screen. So.
Oh, so are you not going to be doing it then, or?
No, I'll be restreaming it because I have to.
Okay, well I don't know how you're gonna.
That'll work. I'm gonna have 2 OBSs open, streaming to do different streams, I think.
Okay, that was very scary. This is Octostomp, the first boss in the game, and we do him last, so it's kind of funny. And he's done now, so there we go.
That would be horrible. Agreed. That's the fun of it.
New Game Plus Reverse Order. I mean, honestly, I can. If you want to submit that instead to NGA, I don't know how I'll do that, but I can do it. So you mean like reverse orders of levels? So we start with the last level and then do the first level last? We can do that if you want. That's probably better. So we start with the boss, the final boss.
Yeah, I'm just practicing stars for this level.
I can't practice stars because I gotta commentate Mario Odyssey after this. By the way, stick around for Mario Odyssey after this. It's gonna be a good run by Sumbro. Better than this one was for me. Again, I'm gonna be hard on myself.
Well, I'll be talking to you guys during FF7. I won't be commentating SML, but you have fun with that.
Yeah.
Who won the Odyssey race that NGR winner?
Oh, that was Sludgy. Sludgy won, I came second, then Coolnick came
Why
third.
isn't Sludgy running SMG in this marathon?
He didn't play SMG
I'd rather
at
do
that
a 50
point.
cap star? What is that?
50 cap stars, you have to get 50 stars, and each star has to be grabbed with a cap.
Why?
That's even worse. Alright, so this is Octavio. This is basically the bomb spamming level, where we just keep doing the bomb spamming strat here. There we go, and he's done. So he has a bunch of phases, and each phase takes longer and longer, so it's gonna be worse. It could be an incentive. I mean, true. For that run, I already have the incentive of boy or girl inkling, so I don't know. If you want to accept it for that reason, I could easily do better than I did this one, so. And, like, the level orders doesn't really matter that much. It's all, the only thing that level order changes is, how long it takes to super jump to each level, so it would maybe lose, like, 10 seconds throughout the entirety of the run.
I got a first day!
Nice! Okay.
That was bad, actually.
Okay, never mind, not nice. The opposite of nice, whatever the opposite
Yeah,
of nice is.
King. Yeah, Joey. You're not nice.
Alright, so, anyhow.
Which one do you prefer, King or Joey?
King.
Why?
Because it's my handle, my YouTube name and stuff like that, so I'm used to it.
But Lo called you Joey?
Yeah, because he's a good friend of mine. All my good friends can call me my real name. Oof. Shots fired.
Oh, well, then I call you Joey then.
No. Alright, anyhow, this is the second phase, where just a lot of stuff is happening. By the end of this entire boss fight, there's going to be a lot of things on the screen that we have to look out for. So, it's going to be a lot of crazy stuff happening. Right now we just have killer whales and
I
guys.
should get Odyssey set up. That's a smart idea.
Your internet might die, Sumbro. Please don't let your internet die, dude. Shots fired. It's a good mirror. Which shots fired? What? Is that like only shooters for a marathon or something? Alright, so anyhow, after that, whatever that was. This is the third phase where they start shooting, or he starts shooting bad guys at us that we'll have to deal with if they land. So, luckily they most likely won't land because we're good at this game. But if they do land, that's a problem because I have to deal with some guys who are going to be throwing bombs. Alright, so this should be the last part here of, oh yeah, see, now I have to deal with these guys now. Alright, so he should be shooting his, we should be playing tennis with him pretty soon here. Oh, never mind, he has to go through one more phase before I can do that. Alright. The Games with Guns Gamer? I've never heard of that marathon, but maybe if it's like a shooters only one, then I can submit Splatoon. You have to give me a link to that, Sloa. I do want to make up for this run in some way, shape, or form in a different marathon, because this one was pretty trash, in my opinion. It still looked impressive, and I think my commentary was still good, but I'm not proud of it. And for those who are wondering, my PB is 1 hour and 22 seconds, and I got a run right before this run. That was 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's right, 1 hour and 30 seconds. Jesus, imagine 30 minutes. So yeah, that's why I'm really upset with this run, because I had such a good run before, which is the main reason why I'm sad about that. Alright, so now we have...
Hey, Samba, can you would go live, please?
Alright, so now we have this guy right here. Okay, that almost hit me. That was scary. So this guy just keeps trying to fist you. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Not what I meant, but yeah. He sends your fist into you. There you go.
Sunbro, can you go live now, please? I want to get a move on, please.
Is he still not live yet?
No.
What a memer. He's like, man, this Splatoon run's gonna last forever. I have so much time to wait.
I mean, no, you don't. We gotta get a move on.
Honestly, there's maybe like, what, 4 minutes left remaining in this run, so you don't have much,
exactly.
much time left.
I need the stream ready now.
Alright, so, this is the second last phase, by the way, so, after this phase, we'll be moving on to the last phase of this boss fight, which is, thankfully, this run will be almost over. Hey, Sunbro, you don't know, just went live on Twitch. You don't say Twitch. Alright, I'm gonna blow up the balls there first. Alright, so now, this part is a little worrying because each time...
340p, Sunbro! 340p!
Alright, and what is so now we're moving on to the final phase of the boss fight. Jeez, and you say this run is bad? No, I think the worst run I've ever had of this game was my first run, and that was like a 1 hour and 7 minute run. So, like, at least this beat that. And I'm not gonna admit, I'm not proud of this run, but it's still not a horrible run. I gamed over, though, which was a very bad thing, so. Alright, so now, this is the final phase here, where literally everything and its mother starts happening at this phase. So everything, he's gonna be like showing everything he has during this phase, and it gets very annoying for sure, to say the least. Starting with fists, and then we use our bomb spamming abilities to fire more shots off at once. Oh, it's on SRC for that marathon. Okay, I might have to check it out then. Alright, so, we basically just have to push him all the way back to the end of this little segment here, this little strip. Almost missed that fist, that was a little bad. Okay. And, time will be coming up soon. Again, we don't have a timer, but I'm just gonna still say time when it comes up, because that's to signify the end of the run.
That's for, like, retiming purposes, if someone ever wants to do that.
If someone wants to retime this run and see what it is, it's probably gonna be like a 103 or something like that, so it's still not horrible. We still went underestimate, but I gave myself a really high estimate. It should not have gone to this. Alright, so this is right here, the last segment, and missing this sucks, so we'll see. This last segment honestly sucks, in general. Alright, so we just gotta play tennis a little bit here, and make sure we don't die. And
hey, Summer, if you're still here, can you, like, turn up your stream quality?
Alright, so time is right here, time. So that's probably like a 103 or something. So, that run overall, that was Splatoon, and that was very bad. Again, I want to
quickly... Yeah, it was very bad.
Shut it. Thank you, NGR, for having me on, even though I did a really bad job showing off this game.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
I hope this run can still be, like, can still get runners into this game. And NG Plus is really good for people who just want to start running the game, but don't want to, like, delete their save file in order to, start running it. So, thank you, everybody, for watching, and, I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, sorry for being depressed half of this run. But,
I mean, I'm depressed too, man.
Hey, at least, I'll say the good things. We got some really good skips. I got some really good golds in this run. And I also, improved my some best. And I showed off Octo Skip in the marathon. So, overall, I think this is a okay run for the marathon. And I'm glad it still went over underestimate. So, thank you for having me. And, stay tuned for Super Mario Odyssey. I'll be on there for that as well.